Right, hi everyone. Now I'm going to try something a little bit different to see if I can make flowers from these, because we haven't really done many of those flowers made from trims, but I'm going to see if I can do it. And I'm just cutting these threads about 6 inches long, because you just need them to bind the two things together. So I'm going to start with this one and just take so much off. Now, how big do I want the flower? No bigger than that, I don't think. We need probably 6 of those. So let's just do it this way. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've 12 of those for the bottom layer. And we could do it with rubber bands actually. Now, doll making. I do have some rubber bands. Here we are. I think it's these. Is it? Right. So we'll just have to use thread. I have got rubber bands. It would have been better with rubber bands, and quicker. So all I'm going to do is to wrap that around there. Just around the first ball. I need 2 pair of hands. So I'm just going to pull it. Like that. So you're wrapping it round the end ball like that. And you're making the loop. So I'm going to come back when I've done all of these. So make the loop. Like that. So you've got your loop in it. Take your beading. Pop your beading into there. I use my teeth. And just double knot it. That's all you need to do. Right, so I've got those done. Now all I need to do is to cut a circle to start building up my flower. And it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It's not a perfect circle. There we go. So I'm going to take each one, and these are the base. Oops. Just going to use my little dobber as well. And I'm just going to go around the outside. Press that on. And work my way around. Do you know what? I just have to do that. Push that on like that, move it around. Oh, do you know what? If you had all different lengths, that would be stunning, wouldn't it? But what do I want to do with mine? I'm not sure. Right, I know that I could have just cut them and glued them, but I want to make sure they're not going to come undone and start flapping. That's why I've tied them. Now I'm taking some 38mm cream chiffon because I want to be able to see the beads underneath. I'm just making sure that the ends are curved. Straight, I mean, sorry. Just pop that back. Burnish the ends. Like that. And we're going to do a different type today. Flower. Now this is, they used to use this in the Victorian times. And I revived this one long time ago. I hadn't seen it done on the internet. The hat makers and that, they won't show you how to do it. And because I'd never seen it, I decided to share that with you, how he made these. And I love this flower. So on the edge, you need to go down the whole strip. You really need long thread for this, especially for the outer edge that I'm going to do. Oh, and I'm sorry, I've used 1.5 meters. No, is it? Yeah, 1.5 meters. So you can use up to 2 meters for this. Seems a lot, but it's only thin. But it's gorgeous to work with for this particular flower. So, see how it's going to be gathered like that. So, I'm just going to do that much for now on that side. And then I'm going to thread my needle again, if I can find the one I want. And do it on the other side. But not quite to the edge. I generally do, let's say, over 1 centimetre from the edge on the next side. So what I'm going to do while that's, I've started, we can pull that. We can pull this to there just to get me going. So I'm going to go, I'm going to do it the other way as well because it's easier for me to handle. So I'm going to go about 1.5 centimetres because I want a nice frilly edge on this one. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect, but you know, try and keep it 1.5 centimetres if that's what you start with. Now, let's have a look, make sure that sits right. Keep your stitches roughly the same if you can. I might actually do this side first, it's easier. So what you need to do is to make sure that it's all pulled down like that. And you need to do enough to make a full flower. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. Now you don't have to have as much gathered in them as what I'm doing. You can have less if you choose. But I like the Victorians used to do these using the ombre ribbon, and they look stunning with the ombre ribbon, I have to say. I'm just going to make sure that this will make me a flower when that's pulled together, like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a fair bit more yet. So like I said, I've used 1.5 meters of the organza ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to take that right down to the end. Leave the needle on, then go back to this end. I would do the bigger frill first. I mean, that would make a stunning trim for something, wouldn't it? You make your own trim. You don't need to buy them. That, you know, make your own frilly flowers, which is what I've shown you. So because I've left enough thread on, I can pull this out as I'm going along, and it does help. So going back to the very edge and finish this off, and I'm going to speed this up. So as you can see, we're at the end, and a metre and a half of that. Now what we're going to do is the smallest end where it's stitched, I'm just going to pull that tight. Let me just get this untangled and make sure I don't lose my thread. So push all of your ribbon down to one end. Like that. Just push it all down. Be careful with it because you are near the edge of the ribbon and you don't want it to snap. And then go back to the beginning and you're joining them two together. Okay? No, not that one. This one, silly hole. Because then you're going to watch the magic. So pull them together like that. So pull it tight. Move your needle to one side, and if you're doing it with two needles, watch what happens. So watch how this pulls together. Okay, so you just pull on that. I put my fingers in it, look. And pull. And it pulls it out. Look at this. And it's one of the most gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. Now, I don't think I want mine any more than that. Move everything out of the way. And pull these together. I've just cut the wrong bloody thing. Let me get my needle back. Let me get my needle back. So this is the bottom one, that's it. We're just going to tack this one off. Don't do what I've just done. I meant to pull. I normally leave both ends open with long strands. I can just tie them together. So you can make flowers like that, look, like little bell flowers. Or you can keep them flat. Right, I'm going to take that off, push that through the loop and pull it. And then what you do is you can move this around. So you just move it around till you get it where you want it. You need to do the same with this one. Hang on, let me get my needle again. Oh. This is the top one. Right, ignore that thread, you've done that one, you can cut that one off. Just have to be, sorry, I shouldn't have cut mine, because now mine's not going to lay as flat as I want it to. But go back to the beginning of the outer one, and I just want, I'm going to take that off, make a knot. Because I cut it short, that's my fault. Make a knot, but you can still recover it. Sorry, I have made a balls up of this, but I can recover it. Because I've still got enough thread to do that. I'm just trying to make that double knot. That's it. Where's it gone? Oh my. Go away. That's it. I've done it. I'm fine with that. Snip the end off. Just recover it. But look. It's recovered. It's done. As long as there was enough thread left on it to finish it off. And then we just spread these out, and I've got a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous flower. Now I just need to bring that round a bit more. Yeah. Keep spreading it out. But if I wanted it to make a bell-shaped flower like that, or even just like that, you know, a little bit, you just tighten it up a little bit. It's the out. This one has to be tight. This one has to be as tight as you need it for the shape of your flower. So you could end up with a flower like a bell, like that. It's up to you. Depends what you're doing with them. If you're going to a wedding and you're making your hat flower, you can do them exactly like that. And then all we do is we drop on top of those beads and in the middle there. And that has to fit in the centre of it there. Now I didn't have to put those as a thing, but I'm just putting them as extra. See? And it doesn't have to be perfect anyway. So we've got that. Now I could put another little flower from yesterday. What did I make yesterday? Oh, I made these two, didn't I? But look. So I can do that. Or I can do... I don't like that one. Not for this flower. I like that. But what I'm going to do is to make it quite vintage looking. See, like this. I love this. It just makes them look like wedding flowers and that. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. Get a nice chunk of this. Now we can cut that there. Just ignore all the bits. I do apologise about how I put that together just then. But I'd forgotten. Because I normally leave both ends open. And then I can just pull them and tie them. And I'd done a knot there, hadn't I? So I'm just going to put this on here. Let it drip into there so it's going to have something to anchor itself to. And my little dauber, push that in. You get glued up to the eyeball in this. Like that. Just cut off anything you don't like. Oh. You don't like how it's hanging. I don't like that. I don't mind that little bit there. And just keep adding as much as you like. Okay, so we've got that. And then what I'm going to do is to... I'm just going to add that one in here. In there, just to give it a bit more. Yeah. And then, I think what I'll do is I'm going to add those leaves, this leaf in particular, underneath there, like that. And I have one more smallish one. And I'm just going to lift that up there and sit that in that section there, like that. Yes, I like that. Oh, it's going to look stunning, isn't it? Let me move that little flower out of the way. And I'm going to make, with the same ribbon, another centerpiece. 5 petals, so that's 1, 2, 3. They don't have to be perfect. 4, and I'm using the 25mm. You do need to tie a knot in it. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to crisscross them like a V. Tacking stitch. Let me just move that out of the way. You go across the corner like that. Just go across the corner, it doesn't have to be perfect. Go to the end and stop about 1 inch so that you can cross another piece. This makes a beautiful flower. Take another piece and you've gone top over bottom, so top over bottom again. Again, go across. You start in the corner, immediately go from one corner to the other. You can put 5 or 6 petals. You can do these like do a 6 petal and a 3 petal and sit one on top of the other. It's a lovely, lovely flower. You just play around and do your own. Top over bottom. So when you get to the end, you wrap the top, that one, the end one, over the top of the first one. And then come up there and go across the corner. Like that. And then go back to where you started. Okay, and that's your flower. And then all you do, pop it down, pull it in. See? Where did I start? There. And don't pull it too tight and push on your little tabs at the back. So turn it upside down. I've left a hole in the middle of mine for a reason. You can pull it tight, but I wouldn't do it. So I'll take all of these like that, finger and thumb, loosen it around. Isn't that a pretty flower? And then what I'm going to do is I cut those tabs off. Make sure you only cut the tabs. Gather it all up. Here's another one. Don't cut the thread where you've been sewing it. Burnish it. That's it. Take your flower. I want to move mine around a little bit more. Like that. Pop your flower in the middle again. put another glue stick in. Take your flower, put it where you want it, pop that in the middle like that. You can still see the gatheredness of the one below it. And then I'm going to take, I think I will use, no I won't. I want some, I think, pink. No I don't, I'm going to have something totally different, I think. And it'll stand out. Let's do some blue ones. Like I say, I've shown you how to do these before on the last few videos. Yeah, so sorry, my camera cut out. I just had to change my battery. Right, so we just need to cut that there. Do the same with this side. Get rid of the loose ones. Take your flower. Remember to wrap the glue on the end, around it, as well as the end, because you don't want any of them coming out. Just pop it in there, one side for a bit. Oh, I picked the right colour. I definitely picked the right colour. You make sure that glue gets in them stems and they don't come off. Good daub of glue around the shank of it as well. Open that up. Push that in and look. Isn't that a stunning flower? Now, I do think I need to trim some of these. I don't want them too long and hanging over too much. And I think I'll take that one back to there. Yeah. And to be honest, you can make that many. It's unbelievable how many styles of flowers there are. I mean, we've got over 800 videos on this channel alone on different flowers. Many I've designed myself and many I've brought back to life to share with you. Now, I'm going to put a bigger piece of felt on there. I might put a pin on it. But you know what? I'm going to sell it as it is. So if anyone's interested in this particular flower, let me know. So that's a £3.99 flower if you're interested in it. I do have to pay for the materials. This is expensive ribbon. The time, the energy and everything goes into it. A lot of people don't understand when you're buying things handmade, the materials and everything, and the design, of course, is my own. And that's it. So if anybody's interested in that, that's £3.99 plus shipping. Say on this video in the comment section if you want it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.